Hey, what's going on guys? I'm Primal and this is my Let's Play for Final Fantasy IX. And, well, pretty much the only reason I'm really doing this is, oh, failed to change the disc one. But yeah, pretty much the only reason I'm doing this is because, unfortunately, like if you've watched my last video, you'll already know, but my PS3 Blu-ray lasers pretty much died on me, so it won't read any new games, any discs, or anything like that, so basically the only thing I can play on my PS3 is what I've already got downloaded. And I was thinking like a little while back I should do like a let's play or something like that, something to do with some content for the older games with. So this is pretty much giving me like the perfect chance to do that, and I decided I'll start with FF9 because, well, that's my favourite FF. I mean, with me being almost 20 now, I've pretty much been around for, like since most of them were released. FF9 was released in the year 2000, so it's only about 10 years old. Well, 12 years old at the moment, but either way, it's still a really good game. I mean, it's where I started FF, and it's pretty much where my love for the series came from. I mean, overall, like, it's absolutely an amazing game. Like soundtrack, character development, story. Yeah, story's good. I mean, it's not the best, but saying that, like there's a lot of really good games out there with like um basically bad everything but a good story, whereas FF9 does it quite nicely with pretty much good everything. So, I really can't complain there. But I'm all set up to play this. I've got my Gamma Labs energy drink here, absolutely lovely. The blue ice flavour. I've got my munchies for a night long gaming session. I am completely and utterly set. But like, you know what? Since we're still watching the cutscene, I'm just going to talk about why I decided to start with FF9. And basically, I started with FF9 because, well, FF7's a good game and all that, but at the same time, I don't really want to start my Let's Play on it. And pretty much the same with FF8. Like, FF8, I can play up to the final disc, but then, like, I just get bored with it and I have to stop. So, and doing a Let's Play, like, you don't want to, like, do 3/4 of it and then, like, stop right at the end and then go back 6 months later to finish it off. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'll do it sooner or later, Like, I'm gonna finish FF9 off. Then I think, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'll move to 7 or something like that. Maybe I'll do 6 because I've never actually fully completed 6. So it could be a nice little change. I mean, I suppose it'd be a first time for like me. Basically you guys can experience my actual reaction my first time through the game, because the first time I played it, I only got about halfway through it. So let's change the this around. Controller, oops, start to exit. I want that normal cursor, we want memory. ATB we want active. Battle control, no. Movement we want run, battle speed max, field message max. Here I can now have that off. Window color, we'll have classic. I like classic. Target window. Yeah, we'll have vibration on, and we are done. Alright, let's start this battle, shall we? But like, this ain't gonna be a complete, like a complete 100% style gameplay, guys. Like, I really don't have time for that, to be honest, because like there's just so much you have to do in order to get a full 100% completion on FF9. Although saying that, I suppose like that's not actually entirely possible, because in order to get a 100% completion, you have to get the Excalibur at the end of the game in under 12 hours. So and getting everything and doing absolutely everything like when you can and that, it's probably going to take longer than 12 hours to do it all. I mean, I might be wrong. I really might be wrong on that. But, let's steal these Mage Mashers from him, shall we? I mean, this is one of the only problems I have with the game, to be honest. The best gear and that you have to steal from the monster. Well, not the best, but like some of the best. you have to steal from bosses and monsters and that sort of stuff. And the only problem is that sometimes it really takes ages, and never mind, I just got it. That was extremely lucky. I mean, before now, I've spent a good 40-50 minutes on this battle trying to steal him. I mean, I know that's like pretty much too much time for what it's worth in the long run, but you know, like when I play FF and that, I pretty much have to do like everything I can. You know, I have to get the strongest weapons as soon as I can get them and all that sort of stuff. So, you know, China's dad. We'll leave him dad. He's not really an important character. There's this ball done. Oh, my head. Go easy, you guys. I think he needs some paracetamol. Shame I'm all out. But, yeah, like, FF9, such an amazing game. I mean, oddly enough, there's still a lot of people that haven't played it as well, which, you know, like, I really don't get. I mean, you can pick it up on PS Store, like, the full game for, I think it's like £8. I mean, you know, that's not bad. It's, to be honest, I'd still pay 20-30 quid for this game. You know, I've completed it, you know, I don't even know how many times I've completed it. I've done it that many times, you know, and it still never gets boring. I mean, yeah, okay, I know what happens, I know where virtually everything is and that, but it's still really fun to play. And, you know, like, yeah. And just for those who didn't actually know, there's actually like a little Easter egg here, which, oh crap. Oh wait, no, it's alright. Basically at this part, if you basically keep saying that's when I kidnap Queen Brainy, right? Then you can actually get him to say something like, "Quit messing around, you guys." Oh, there we go. Okay, we'll go properly now. You bet you're gonna kidnap the most babylicious beauty in all of Alexandria, Princess Garnet. Okay. Computer graphics movie, Hiroshi Kuwabara. Yeah, that's another really good thing about this game, to be honest. The cinematics, I mean, it's a PS1 game and all that, but the actual, like, cutscenes, like the fully AMV cutscenes like this one, are just absolutely phenomenal for when the game was released. I mean, you know, like, you really can't complain at them. I mean, some of the later ones are absolutely outstanding, and like, you wouldn't really think it's a PS1 game. I mean, yeah, okay, it's got the graphics and that, but the story easily beats out most PS3 games now. I mean, you don't get stories like the old ones anymore, which unfortunately is a really sad thing to say, but, you know, unfortunately it's true. So basically what I'm going to try and do in these videos is try and, like, rekindle people's love for the older retro style games like this. Because, I mean, it's definitely worth it, guys. You know, like, if you don't play this game and, you know, you just hate on it because of the fact it's an RPG or it's a Final Fantasy, I've got to say, like, you've got to try it. You've got to try it. If you don't like it after playing it for an hour or so, you know, fair dues. You know, that's entirely up to you. But at least try it for that 1 hour. You know, I mean, at 8 quid, you're basically paying 8 quid for 40 to 50 hours gameplay if you're a first timer, you know, which, to be honest, that's good. I mean, 8 quid for let's say 40 hours. Oops, pause. In fact, no, let's not even say 8 hours. Let's say, let's say the average gamer can do this game in 25 hours, yeah? That's 8 quid for 25 hours. I mean, lately, everyone pays 40-50 quid for a PS3 game where the story's only like 10 hours long at most, you know, and I really don't see the point in that. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I'd rather pay like 5-10 quid for an old PS1 game that, you know, I can play for, well, I don't know, like a lot longer than 10 hours, to be honest with you, you know, but that's just me personally. I mean, for me, I really don't give like a flying rat's ass about graphics or visuals, you know, things like that. I like games that actually like get me involved, or games that have a good story, and they like to keep the player, keep the player guessing, I suppose. You know, like you don't know exactly what's going to happen until it does happen, that sort of thing, and that's the games that I personally enjoy the most. But, like, I suppose like, everyone's different, and sorry, old lady, I just robbed you blind. Shame you only had 9 gil. You'd think a life savings would be more than 9 gil. And by the way, for those of you who don't know, I'm sure there's, going to be one or two people that don't. Gil in this game is basically money. Crap, I don't want to climb that. But, yeah, like, basically, after FF9, I don't really know what I'm going to do. I mean, if you guys want to see more of these FF Let's Plays, then, like, you have to comment, let me know which one you want to see. I mean, I like all Final Fantasies, I have them all, so I really don't mind doing them all, Oh, crap. Sorry about that, cigarette kind of went out on me, so I had to relight it. Honourable Nobles of Trino, Castle Alexandria is this way. And sorry about that, guys. I know I've been skipping the starting dialogue. I've only actually just realised that I was doing it, so I really am sorry about that. Luckily enough, though, there wasn't all that